Well, hello everyone, and welcome once again to our next codon ring, the codon ring of light. This codon ring is brought to you by Hebrew number 6, also known as Vav. The ring of light, this codon ring consists of 4 gene keys 5, 9, 11, and 26. And all of these gene keys will be active pretty much for the first 3 weeks, I believe, of December. It starts off now, the 9th gene key, and then it goes, and they all run for about 5 days. So we have 9, 5, 26, and 11. And this ring ends around December 20th. So without further ado, I don't know which one it is, let's take a look at what Hebrew number 6 or Vav looks like. Here we go. So Vav looks like this. What is Vav? Let me close some things that have popped up. It always happens when I switch things around. Okay, so the letter Vav is called a connector. It is the letter that is our connection, our bridge to spirit. So it is the channel for the light. And physically, this Vav is our spine. And it's the spine and its connection to our medulla oblongata, that it's at the base of our head. So it's the spine and our brain connection. So of course, that is our entire nervous system. And that nervous system, which equals our connection to our inner God. And you can see right here that Vav looks just like the brain, the brainstem, and the spinal all connected together, and the spine all connected together. So Vav in the spine, which we start off when we're young, we have 33 vertebrae, which of course is 6. But then as we get older, I think they fuse together and it turns into 24 or 26. I can't remember, or maybe both. Anyway, but we do start off with 33, which is the grand master communication number. And of course, each one of our 33 vertebrae are the holders of the entire alphabet, the 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet. And they're there to deliver all of these numbers and their energies and their essences into our consciousness, into our nervous system, okay? And letter Vav also means the word and which of course is a connector, and it brings things together. And as a connector, it plays a very important role into that unspeakable, unknowable word, the name for the unspeakable, the name for God in the Hebrew tradition, which is known as the tetragrammaton. And we read from right to left. So it's Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey, which Vav is in the middle, just like our spine, and it connects the higher worlds to the lower physical world. And that is exactly what Vav does. It's our connector to spirit. It brings and it grounds spirit into this world, into our physical body via our spine. Let's see, what else do we want to say? This Vav acts as the connector or bridge for the higher masculine divinity into the female, lower female divinity. Okay, let's stop share so I could get back to my notes and see things correctly. Okay, so what else do we want to say about Vav? Vav actually represents Adam, or man, which of course is both female and male. And it's it's because we have the upright spine. So we have erect spines, the upright man, but this letter, as I said, is while it's both male and female, it has a more male energy, because the next number 7 is more female. But even though it represents both male and female, it is more male in nature, because it also, what else is erect in some men. And that would be, of course, the male sexual organ. So it has a more masculine tone to it. Okay. This is going to be a short video because while Vav is complex, our spine and our nervous systems are complex, this number is pretty straightforward, representing the spine and our bridge and connection to spirit, and whether we're connected or not, and the results of those connections or disconnections. So some of the words that I would associate with Vav, of course, are light. Will has a lot to do with our willpower, faith, groundedness, self-assurance, certainly idealism, warrior of light, I would, of course. It has a lot to do with our ability to be a decision maker. So decisions, definitely our creativity, our level of responsibility, pleasure, and self-sustaining are good words, and inner stability that we all want to connect with the number 6 or the letter Vav. So in the healthy aspect, if you're seeing lots of 6s around, and of course we can all go 666, and remember that's just our connection to spirit. Are we grounded? And the 3 6s represent, of course, our central nervous system extends beyond the physical body into body. I don't know what state I was from there with that accent. But we have the physical, mental, and emotional bodies, and the nervous system extends into all of those. So that's why we have 666 to represent all 3 bodies. Of course, we can either be out of alignment, not connected to spirit, so 666 taken in the bad way, or fully connected and quite enlightened and grounded. Okay, so the healthy aspect of Vav would be someone who has definitely a flexible and stable spine. And by the way, I know this number very, 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 very well in a karmic aspect and a shadow aspect. I've been dealing with spine and neck issues really strongly the last 5 days. So I know the shadow aspect of this number extremely well. My neck has been completely out of whack for, anyway, I have blocks, definite blocks. So we'll talk about that in the unhealthy version. Anyway, so this is someone who has a flexible, stable, and open spine. And what this does is obviously they're connected, and it makes them like a walking, talking, moving meditation. And being as such, you're grounded and you're in the body, and you're able to assess the unique vibrations of every moment, having a deep reverence for life, paying attention to the needs of the body. And in doing so, having this groundedness, this being able to ascertain, being grounded. What they do are these people deliver peace wherever they go, right? Particularly into the auras of others. These people are present, grounded, have a constant and open connection to spirit. They know without a doubt that God resides within. They are secure and have unshakable strength. They are often extremely creative, perhaps in the artistic zone, but creative in every way. They also love their home and their home life, and often have just colorful homes. And because this number is associated with Taurus, the Taurian energy of love, life, pleasure. What else? These people, when they're fully connected and grounded, they truly, truly enjoy life's pleasures without going overboard. As in relating with others, they make the best of friends because they are loyal, trustworthy. They are excellent problem solvers, decision makers. And within working in a project or a business, they can see the project, the beginning and the end, and all the potential problems in the middle. So they're excellent to have on your team. Excellent problem solvers. What else? They will be and are what I call our divine warriors, warriors of light, because they will take up not only for you as a friend, they'll be a warrior for you, but they take on idealistic causes. So they're excellent at group causes, excellent at community builders, they're hard workers, they are mindful of everything and everyone around them and everything around them. And they have this real deep inner peace and faith. Okay. So those are the positive aspects of someone who's fully connected, and their Vav and their spine are flexible and open and connected and allow the light to come in. So this codon ring, the shadow aspects of the four gene keys in this ring are aspects of loss of natural rhythm with life, nature, feeling agitation. There's an addiction to details and trivia. There's a shadow of being lost in obscurity and thinking, or obscure perspectives on life, and fear of being powerless. Okay, so these are the people that feel lost. This is the shadow aspects. These people feel lost, disconnected, unloved, and unlovable by life and God. And I use the word love because, yes, this is the ring of light, but in our feeling body, light turns into love. It is, we feel the light as love. So these people, myself, feel completely disconnected, abandoned by God, lost in life. We feel unloved, unlovable. It's a really difficult shadow to have strongly in your gene keys or contracts. So I have sympathy for all of you out there experiencing this. Okay, what else? So when a person has this number, let's see, it can be very difficult. There is definitely a lot of anger, frustration, particularly because these people are so creative, but because their connection is blocked somewhere, they cannot bring their ideas into physical form. They can't get anything started. So they have lots of ideas and maybe lots of projects started, but nothing ever gets off the ground. And that's intensely frustrating. So a lot of anger that builds up, because you can imagine all the stuff gets blocked. For me, it gets blocked in my neck. And I just want to explode because I can't get it down there, but I'm working on it. Anyway, they may present physically as having rigid postures, most likely because there are blocks in the spine. There's stiffness, there's adhesions, and all kinds of spinal problems. So they're rigid, but they're also rigid because, of course, creativity is being blocked in their lives. They can't flow easily. To compensate for this lack of connection, they try to find power in external things. So this could be someone who becomes like a workaholic, a workoutaholic, anything aholic. They kind of just take something to extreme. They're trying to find some kind of power because they can't find it within. So they're looking to external sources. And of course, this also leads to addictions, any kinds of addictions, because once again, we are substituting, say, food, drugs, alcohol for that internal connection, that internal love that we're seeking. And of course, this means that we're paying more attention to the ego needs, materialistic needs than anything else. Also, in the shadow aspect of this number, one would feel very insecure and unsafe about life. They perhaps might easily fall into conspiracy theories, not saying that some of them aren't true, but can get really go to the ends of the spectrum and get really kind of nutty. These people may hoard hoard food, hoard things, hoard people, a group of people. Like, okay, I'm not secure in myself. I don't have that inner stability. So I have to have my group of people that I can go to for advice, because remember, I can't make decisions. So I'm going to ask this person and this person, what are their opinions? And I still won't come to a decision. But they hoard people, they hoard whatever they think will make them feel safe, because there is a deep, deep level of unsafeness, not feeling safe wherever you go, right? If everything's blocked, you don't feel safe on planet Earth. What else? Yeah, these people would also be always taking the safe path. They would take the safe 401k job over doing something they really love, because unless they're guaranteed some level of success, they just won't do it, right? So again, the anger and frustration, they're not doing what they want in life. They're just trying to be safe. There's a tremendous amount of self-doubt in these people, just a tremendous, no matter how wonderful, how educated, how wisdom filled they are, how much awakened there's doubt about everything. Okay. And I'm speaking from experience. I'm just letting you know, just showing you, as here's a 6 in the shadow form, but I'm working on it. Anyway, also these people, when you get really into the shadowy aspect of the 6, these people, and I'm telling you this because maybe you know people in your life. And by the way, the 6 is the most common affliction among people today, that lack of connection. So this is worldwide. This is 99.9% of the people. And so if you see others acting this way, some of these behaviors, then just recognize that they totally feel disconnected from their inner whatever, their inner God, their inner love. They feel unlovable. They're scared. They are full of self-doubt. So maybe there's a better way to interact with them. Okay, so back to at the lowest levels, these people are like the wet blankets of the group. You're talking about, you have ideas and ideas, and they come along and go, well, what about this? And they're always like saying the negative aspect of something or pointing out something wrong. Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. They can be passive aggressive, the worrying type, always worrying, kind of like Charlie Brown with his little blanket. But they can also take on the role of, well, I have to be the responsible one. I have to do this, the responsible one. Self-righteous, responsible person. They try to be mind readers. They think they know what everyone else is thinking, right? But they always, most of the time, get it wrong because they don't really have that connection. They can be very, very skeptical. And all of this energy can lead to a deep sense of paranoia, which then can lead not so much suicidal, but definitely suicidal tendencies, but also because of that anger and rage and frustration to homicidal behavior. And so, this 6, it's interesting. Yeah, this 6 is the most common shadow that is affecting people today. So I guess what can we do? Just try to make people who we recognize the shadow in them, if they're acting this way, make them feel as secure and loved as possible. So I hope the Ring of Light brings lots of light to you this month. And I think it's beautiful that the Ring of Light is during like one of the darkest months of the year, well, on the Northern Hemisphere. So the Ring of Light, we have to find our light within during these dark months. And if we can't, what I've realized, what the trees do, it's so beautiful. Many of our trees lose their leaves during this time. And you know what they're doing? They're sacrificing their leaves for us so that we can receive the most sunlight during these darker times. So if you're feeling a little disconnected from the light, from the love, go outside, thank the trees, and get in the sunlight. Okay, until next time. Bye.